What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy Wormy. I'm coming at you with another The Acolyte review, episode 4, literally named Day. Because it takes place, I guess, in a day? I don't know. These names are dumb anyways. I think we will have a speed run for the fastest review in the history of reviews. Because nothing happened. Not a single thing happened. Not the story progressed like and barely at all. And it's a bunch of walking and talking, talking about our feelings, talking about what we are thinking, talk. It's an episode that in a movie would take 7 minutes, and instead they decided to drag it out for 27 minutes of nothing. The biggest oh my gosh moment is pronouns of an alien creature that immediately gets thrown out the window like 5 minutes later. And it feels like it took forever to get through. But when you sit down and actually think about it, nothing happened. Nothing. Because I'm telling you here, there's some of this. I blanked out, guys. I blanked out from my head because it was so filled of nothingness. We start on Coffe, the forest planet where Wookiee dude's staying, and as we see, Wookiee dude's walking into the forest. He has a bunch of herbs and stuff, and he goes into a ship filled with all the writings, and oh my god, oh spooky, look, there's similar writings as what the witches have. And we see him doing stuff, and he ends up literally just cooking. We watch him cook. We then cut over to Coruscant, where we see Padawan lady training with stick, like Bokin, you know, like how they did in Ahsoka, trying to make the Jedi more like samurai, blah, 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 instead of actual lightsabers, trying to learn how to use an actual lightsaber tactics. No, they're doing, you know, traditional Japanese style sword fighting, which is not Star Wars, but okay, that happens. But we watch her train, and we watch as Osha walks in on them training, and then Osha and Padawan chick start talking, and Osha's going like, hey, I'm going bye-bye. Next time in Coruscant, hit me up. We'll talk about soul. And then they start talking about the feelings and things like that. And then Padawan's lady, wait, are you not saying goodbye to soul? And she's like, no, I shouldn't. I'm just gonna go. And that's how that scene plays out. That's it, guys. That's all that's happening. Cut back over to Forest Planet, where we see Osha and Discount Ezra Miller touch down and get ready to go hunt down the Wookiee. Do they say a few things? Yeah, a little bit. Basically, Osha says, hey, I'm gonna go. To Discount Ezra Miller's like, hey, it's a bad idea to go in the forest alone. Let me take you there. It's dangerous. You know, I've managed to get there and back. And they're doing this whole thing to try to make you think, oh, the Sith person's Discount Ezra Miller. Discount Ezra Miller is definitely the Sith. When after last week's episode, we probably more than likely say the Sith person's more than likely Zabrak Mama. Because they're trying to do this whole, oh my god, twins, oh my god, this, oh my god, take it away from everything else because they're not original. Oh, but okay, they decided to go into the forest together. Yeah, that's the big plan. And we watch as they walk into the forest. The episode begins. Title sequence. Roughly 5 minutes into the episode. Title sequence. Okay. And that's without the whole like previously bit that I skipped over, because there's nothing there. Oh, we then cut back to Coruscant, where Soul and Green Lady are filling in the rest of the people about, you know, May and her training. And they're like, oh my god, she's trained. Well, then who's her master? We don't know. She don't know who her master is. Nobody knows. Already telling us stuff we already know. And that these people honestly should know because they were ordered back to here, okay? Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the review. This should be sliding in right around the time where I'm discussing the whole Jedi people talking back and forth that aren't part of the Jedi Council or anything like that, because I'm just gonna hop right over here real quick, because I had something pointed out to me after I've done my review and went on with it. I guess I had a little bit too much high hopes for Disney Star Wars to think that they wouldn't do something really idiotic, but they ended up doing something really idiotic with this particular character here. Because I just thought, oh, they're just going to put a particular character like this in here. It's just another alien from the same race as Ki-Adi-Mundi. I just thought that because Ki-Adi-Mundi said this back in Phantom Menace. This little line.
The Sith have been extinct for a millennium.
He's the one that establishes the Sith have been gone for a millennia. They haven't been around. And I mean, the show takes place like 500 years, maybe 100 years before Phantom Menace. But I thought way too high of Disney Star Wars because as Drunk 3PO points out, yeah, that's Ki-Adi-Mundi. That's Ki-Adi-Mundi. Well, Ki-Adi-Mundi. Yeah. So I guess he just forgot. Back to the review. Then we have frickin' Green Bent go like, well, she's already killed 2 Jedi. We already know this. They already know this. Everybody already knows this. And then literally, like clockwork, Soul's like, well, I'll take her on. It's like, no, they're targeting 4 Jedi. You're one of them. They already know this. Again, telling us stuff we already know. Saying things that people should already know in the episode, but hey, they're too stupid. They want you to remember, hey, they're doing this thing, even though we already know they're doing this thing. So, okay, one of the people says, hey, we need to take this to the High Council. And they're like, no, we can't take this to the High Council because more than likely a Jedi's training her, and that's a bad thing. And if that gets out, we're doomed. So we can't take this to the High Council because of the scandal. So we're going to do this all behind scenes. Meeting's over. So then Soul chases after Green Lady and says, I need to go there to help take in May. And then Green Lady's like, I'm not sending you because you didn't tell me that May could be alive. Oh my gosh, after last week's episode, nobody knew that she could have been alive if we were in that episode. Literally, if you're in that moment, there's no way to know that she might be alive. But okay, now Green Lady's mad because Soul's like, why didn't you tell me she could be alive? Why did you tell me this little girl could have been alive? He didn't know that she could have been alive, but then also at the same time, he knows that she is alive. It's weird. It's childish. It's pathetic. All right, pathetic. She's chastising him for not knowing something he didn't know. How stupid is that? Oh, okay, well then Soul's like, I must go. I must do this. This is my job. And she's like, okay, you can go, but you have to have the OSHA go with you. Then literally, we go back to the forest where there's more walking and talking, in which OSHA and Discount Ezra Miller are like, how are we going to kill the Wookiee with no weapons? It's probably impossible. And she's like, well, I'll kill it. I killed the other 2. He's like, no, you need to kill this one with no weapons. That's the rules. You killed the other 2 your way. You need to do this one by the Master's way. And again, reinstating things that we already know and that she already knows. And then OSHA asked, dude, have you ever seen him? No, I've never seen him. Then why did he take you in? Because the person likes to collect people. That's it. That's literally all that happens in these scenes. We then cut to OSHA leaving, walking away. Soul finds her, yells OSHA. Then OSHA and Soul come together, and Soul's like, hey, listen, I don't want you to leave yet. I need your help. And OSHA's like, no, I need to leave. It's a bad thing. But he's like, listen, we're going to get your sister. We're going to do this by, and help out. I need your help. And she's like, okay, I'll come with you. That's it. Again, okay, I'll come with you. Nothing's happening. We then cut over to the ship where Yod's, explaining what they're going to be doing. And then we cut over to OSHA on the ship as she's talking to her little vibrator droid. And then weird badger creature, literally weird badger creature starts looking at her and going like, blah, blah. Yeah. Then pip droid, vibrator droid, whatever, sprays it in the face with water. She says sorry and moves on. She then walks over to Padawan chick and goes like, is he or they? There's a pronouns. Stupid. Why do we need it? What? It's a he. Guess what? Newsflash, it's a he. Is he or they with us? And there's like, yes, he's with us. His name is freaking like Birch or something like that. That's Basil. Basil's his name. And then as freaking Osha's talking with Padawan, Yord pipes up, goes like, you want to have anything else you need to share to the class? You know, are you good? And Osha's like, oh, great rundown of the thing. I don't even know what they're going to do. They don't even bother to tell us what to do. So then they land down on the planet, and Padawan lady tries to talk to a weird alien creature thing about where the dude is. And then Yord looks over at Osha and goes like, hey, I need your laser back. And Osha's like, no, it's mine now. And he's like, no, it's actually property of the Jedi. And then that's just dropped. Yeah, Osha still has the laser, says no to Yord, and Yord's like, I must have it over. And then they're like, nope, not having it over, because then Padawan interrupts him and goes like, yeah, he was here, but he went into the forest and hasn't come back. Why is that a shocker? That he lives in the forest. Why is that a shocker? Okay, so then they decide to go into the forest. And they're like, how are we going to find him? Well, that's why we have Basil. He's our tracker. He's our tracker weasel alien. So then they hand Basil a piece of, I guess, his fabric that has a scent on it. Basil smells it and then leads them. How do they have a piece of his fabric with like a scent? Is this old robes? Does that mean they don't wash the robes ever? Like, how do they know how to track him? How do they have this piece of him and know where to go? Oh, I guess they just never washed the robes. So that's all that means. So then we watch as they start walking along. By the way, I don't know if this is mid-swipe or what's going on here, but you can see they're not all there right now. They're phasing in and out of existence. So, okay, Basil's leading them on the way. Basil then goes off the trail and goes that way. Then Osha asks Yord, hey, is that dude with us? And Yord's like, yes, he is with us. And that's most of it. And then it goes like, why did Soul brought you here to challenge me, or maybe challenge yourself? Again, that's it. Words just fly out randomly. Why? I don't know. So then stuff keeps moving on. Cut back over to May and Discount Ezra Miller. They're still walking along, going through the thing, and then that's pretty much it. Just more walking. We then cut back over to the Jedi as they get to this area in the forest with these weird lumpy things on trees, and Basil goes like, makes some weird noise. Soul is able to understand it and says, oh, this place is dark and, you know, toxic. We need to move on. So then after hearing that, Osha decides to touch weird orb thing on tree. Then it gets revealed that weird orb thing on tree is alive and is more than likely a bug creature that then flies up into the air, starts screeching. So then Osha yells Soul with this ridiculous face. Soul comes running up, pulls out his lightsaber, and the bug flies into his lightsaber as they say, oh my god, it's attracted to light. That's it. Okay. And then as time goes on, Osha then feels sad because this was the first time she watched the creature die, and she sensed the creature was there via the Force, and it hurt. Even though it was a random bug creature. And then Padawan's like, listen, it's okay, you know, death happens. And then Osha's like, I'm not gonna die like a Jedi. I will never be able to let my feelings and emotions go. And then Padawan lady's literally like, listen, it's not how we're not defined by how we die. We're defined by how we survive. Okay. Again, big, colorful phrases that might have some meaning if they were used in good moments. Here, they're not used in good moments. They're just thrown out in the wilderness. Just, words, pretty phrase, bah. I'm serious. I think this might be my fastest review ever because nothing happened. So then we cut back to Osha and the discount Ezra Miller, where Osha's like, hey, I need to rest, okay? I'm about to fight a Wookiee. I need to rest. And he's like, okay, you're right. We should be continuing to move, but you resting for a moment is a good idea. And then Osha May, I get them mixed up because they're the same actress with very little differences. May's all like, I am freaking out. This isn't a test. This is a death sentence. How am I gonna kill the Wookiee? Okay, there's no way to kill the Wookiee without weapons. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. And then dude's like, you know what? You calm down. We need a rest. Let me go get you water. Okay. And then dude leaves. Osha gets up, pulls out rope, and has a plan. A dumb plan, but a plan. So then time goes on. We cut back over to the Jedi where they've lost Basil. They don't know where he is, so now they're lost. And then next to you here is May yelling. Everybody can hear May yelling, help. So then discount Ezra Miller rushes to her. Oh no, he's snared in a trap that we saw coming from a mile away. And then May comes up, goes like, you know what? Here's the reality. Osha's here right now. I can feel her. She changes everything. I'm going to turn myself into Cal Naka or the Wookiee dude. And I'm just going to be a prisoner. That's what I'm going to do. And that's her plan. As he's like, no, she's gonna kill you. He's gonna kill you. It's a bad idea. And May's like, well, she'll have to find me first, and I don't think she'll ever find me. I still think it's Mama Zabrak. I'm sorry. So then May runs off. Then we cut back over to the Jedi, in which Soul's looking at a tree. Yeah, just looking at a tree. And then Osha goes like, what is it? And Soul's like, nothing. And we need to just keep moving. Then they're like, we're ready. We're about to face May. Things are going to be different, blah, blah, blah. We then cut over to May running in the forest. She trips, causes like weird spores things to pop up. And oh my God, look, it's Basil. Look, it's Basil, guys. And then Basil starts screeching, hollering that she's there. So then they start running over towards where Basil's screeching and hollering because they're like, they have May. And then May rushes into freaking Cal Naka Wookiee dude's face and goes like, I'm here to turn myself in. And then we watch as she walks over and sees that he's dead. But he's not just dead. Lightsaber wound. Jedi killed it. Something killed him with the lightsaber. The Sith dude killed him. Oh no. And then the Jedi now have May surrounded, just calling her to come out by order of the Jedi. And then as this is all going on, oh no, something happens. Your soul feels something, and they turn around to see Smilo Ren is right behind them, slowly walking up to them. Just slowly walking. That's all it is. Everybody's like, stand down, don't do a thing. Gets right up on Osha, pulls out a lightsaber, pushes Osha aside, and then all the the Jedi, the Avengers scene of all the Jedi whipping out their lightsabers happen, and then the episode ends. With like a force push, I think. I don't remember that's pretty much how it ends. Yeah. That's it. And there was like 7 minutes of credits left. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. The entire episode was walking, talking, pretty fancy words. May deciding, okay, I'm not going to kill Jedi. I'm going to turn myself in. Jedi dead. Oh no, Smilo Ren. That's it. Heck, a lot of people were like, the pronouns. It's like, no, the pronouns don't mean anything. This episode didn't need to happen. This is the thing, guys. This is the reality of Disney Plus Star Wars. And this is the perfect moment to say this. Every Disney Plus Star Wars and every Disney Plus show is just 4 episodes. And the rest of it's just filler. It is designed to be like a 4-hour movie that they cut down into little increments of nothing. But that's how they think television's made. They don't know how to make television anymore. This is a prime example. Nothing happened, then thing happened, cut to black. Oh, well, what thing happened? What? We wait till next episode. Guess what? You're not going to see what thing happened because next episode's going to be all like, oh, well, you missed thing happening because Smilo Ren pushed them all down. That's all it's gonna be. You're not going to see the fight. You're not going to see what's going on. This is probably where the final battle plan is going to be, because they're all there. And it's going to be roughly, let's see, we have 4 more episodes left. Next episode, we're probably going to have some big reveal. Or next episode, we'll probably have not even a fight, just more walking and talking about feelings. And then we'll have the next backstory scene in which we get May's perspective. And then we're going to probably have a 2-part ending. That's it. There's nothing else there. There's nothing else going to happen until we figure out who's under the mask, which I'm positive it's going to be Mama Zabrak. It's not going to be Discount Ezra Miller. It's going to be Mama Zabrak. And then we're going to get Mama Zabrak's side of the freaking story. That's all this is going to be. Okay? That's why I was able to speed run this review, because nothing happened. But welcome to Disney Plus storytelling. Nothing happens here, nothing happens there, nothing happens there until the very end when things start happening and it's all stupid. That's it. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me get your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it up, friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video go live, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.